Hello, I'm David, and today we'll be doing Lab 4 of 2020, which consists of installing the printer, deploying a printer using Active Directory, scheduling printer access, manage queues, print jobs, and then the lab challenge, setting up a printer pool. Let's just close this out. First thing you want to do is you want to add your printer services role, and to do that, I've already installed it on this server, but I'll show you the procedure to do it. Is go into your server manager, click on roles, and then click add roles, select your printer services, and then make sure that the printer service is checked. And click install, and it'll install it. So we can close this out. So we've got our print services row installed. So now we want to add a printer. So just go to your start, administration tools, print management, and continue on the permission. Click on your server, add printer. We're going to be adding a new printer using the existing port of LPT1. Click next, install new driver. We want generic. We want the MS color printer. Click next, and we're going to call this thing MS color 01 because it's on server 1. We're going to share name the same thing. MSCO, oops, oh yeah, 01. Click next, next. Okay, we've got our finish screen here, and we can actually go ahead and click right there, and it'll take us back to another one. And we're going to do the same thing, but we want the next printer to be on LPT2. Click next. We're going to install a new driver because this is going to be a mono color printer. Click next. Okay, we've selected generic. We'll slide down here, and this is the mono one. Click next, and we want to call this MS Mono 01. We'll share this printer, and let's give it the share name as the same, MS Mono 1. Click next, next. Okay, we've finished installing our printers. So now we want to deploy them, and to do that, you go back into your print management, and let's just do N5 here to refresh. There's our two printers, our color printer. Just right click on, you want to go into your server, and then your printers, and then select your printer over here. We want the MS color printer, and we want to list it in the directory. And we want the mono printer. We're going to deploy it in group policy. Okay, we're going to browse here, the GPO name, and we want to click the default domain policy, say OK. And we want to check this in per machine, and then click add. Okay, and then say OK. And OK. Then OK one more time. And we've got our printers deployed. We're going to be doing the same thing as we did on server 01 for server 02, but we're going to call the printers MS Color 02 and MS Mono 02. And we'll also do deploy them the same way with the Color 02 as listing directory, and Mono we're going to do the group policy deploying. And then once we're through with server 2, we'll just reboot them both, and I'll come back to you as soon as I've set those up on server 2 and rebooted my servers. Now before we reboot the two servers, we want to go to look at our network and see if our printers show up here. Okay, let's see. Okay, we want to double click on server 01 here. Okay, and there's our two printers. And if we go back, let's look at server 02. And there's our two printers showing up. But if we go to our control panel and look at printers, see, we've got our color 01 and color 02. Okay, so let's go back to server 1 and search an Active Directory. And click the drop down, go into printers. Find now, there's the two printers. There's our color printer. Just double click on it. Oh, we're actually, we should have right clicked on it and connect, but double clicking it says it's connecting to it. It'll also do the same thing. And let's just close this out. Now let's double click it. And let's go back to control panel and see what we see in our printers. Okay, see that there's the color 02 on server 2. Let's pick up the other one. Connect that and also. And then both of them should show up. Just as soon as they connect there, let's get back here. Get back on server 1. Refresh our screen. Let's go to the control panel and printers. And now both of them showing up. And now what we're going to do, we're going to reboot our servers, both of them. Let's do a restart. Restart. Okay, our servers have rebooted. So now we want to set up another color printer on both the servers, just identical to this MS Color 01. So let's go into the server here, click on the server, right click, add a printer. And we'll be adding it to the existing port. Let's see, we probably find in the color driver. Click next. I went to click next too many times. We want to call this one MS Color 01-PM. And we want to share it. The share name be the same thing. MS Color 01-PM. Click next. We've added the printers to server 02, identical to 01, only we named them 02. Right now we want to add another printer, and we actually added MS Color 01-PM to the same port. And let's click on that. Then we want to go into Properties, Advanced, and we want this one available. Wait, excuse me. We want this one available just at certain times of the day. So we're going to say available from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And we want to click the Start Printing after the last page is full, and hold Mismatched Documents and say Applied. And on the Security tab, we want to add. We're going to add domain users. That way, if your executives, your top executives, are in the domain administrators group, they'll be allowed to print after hours. And we're going to take everybody off, and we want to make sure that Allow to Print is checked. Okay, whoops. This one should have domain users. Let's remove that. Domain users. So this is the 9 to 5 printer. Check names. Okay. And this one, we're going to advance, start spooling after the last page, hold mismatch, document, apply, security. This one was the one we're going to add domain administrators. Check names, okay, allow to print, and we're going to remove everybody. That way your top level executives can print after 5 o'clock to the color printer. And also on this PM printer, we want to give it a higher priority of 99, so their jobs will go above the other jobs in the print queue. You say OK. Also on MS Mono 01 and Mono 02, we want to go into Properties, click the Sharing, uncheck the Render Job on the client's computer. We've done that. We need to add the domain users in the security. And we'll be taking everyone off. Make sure that they have the print, allow to print check. We'll be taking everyone off. And also in the Advanced tab, we want to start printing after the last page is full, and to hold mismatched documents. And apply, and OK. So now what we want to do, we want to print some internet screens. So we'll just bring our Internet Explorer up. Our Internet Explorer is up, and now what we want to do, we want to print a screen to MS Mono 01. There's the color, there's MS Mono 01 print. And we're going to do this 3 times. And we've also done, select MS Mono print. And we've also already done this on the server 02. So let's go back into print management. And okay, to show an extended view, we just want to right click on our printers. Show extended view, and if we click on MS Mono 01, there's our 3 print jobs. Now our print jobs on server 02 is not showing up, and to get them to add, just click on print servers, add remove, and key in 2020 server 02, add to list, apply, OK, and if we go down to here, there's our 3 print screen jobs of the internet we done identical to server 01. Okay, now we want to set up a printer pool on 5 HP printers, which has the NIC card in them, and we've got IPs for all 5 of them. Then we want to create a printer pool. So first let's create the 5 printers. Just go to your server, add printer, and we're going to be creating a TCP printer. Click next. The first IP is going to be 10.1.1.220. And we'll uncheck because we want to select our print driver because the printer's not actually hooked up yet, but we can go ahead and configure it. Click next. The server is actually trying to find that TCP IP address port. We do not have it set up yet, so we'll let it search for it because we can't go on until it comes back and tells us it couldn't find it. It's come back and told us the device is not found on the network, but we don't want the generic NIC card. We're going to do it like a jet direct box. And our HP printers is actually HP 4250s, and we'll click next. Okay, then we want to install a new driver. Click next. And then we want to slide down on manufacturer and click HP. Then we're going to select the first 4250 PCL5 and next. And we're going to share this printer, and we'll just leave. Let's give it this is going to be the first one. Let's just give it the end IP address here, 220. And click next, and next. And then it'll come back as soon as it installs it. We'll click the finish, and I'll go ahead and install the other 4 the same way. So while you're installing these IP printers, network printers, you can click down here because it's a TCP IP device, and then go ahead and put in the IP address. Okay, we've got our 5 IP network printers set up, and they're right here, and there's the last part of their IP, 220 through 224. And I've also already went through the procedure of deploying them with a group policy like I'd shown you earlier, and we did take the default domain policy per machine again. So now we want to set up a printer pool, so I'll start with this one right here, and I'll say properties, and then just go to ports, and let's slide this up here to that port. Now we're going to enable printer pooling, and then we'll just check the other 4, and apply, and let's set up our printer pooling. Thanks for watching this tutorial.